Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.
The National Tribal and Indigenous Climate Conference 2024 is scheduled to take place from September 9th to September 11th in Alaska, USA. This event will bring together our Indigenous relatives, partners, and delegates from around the world to share their insights on addressing climate impacts on their environments. It will be a space for sharing and honoring traditional and indigenous knowledge, while respecting that these teachings rightfully belong to the indigenous communities and individuals from which they originate. Cultural survivals Abeshnim Kochti attended the conference and interviewed some of the delegates who were there.
We are here at the NTICC conference in Anchorage, Alaska. Cheepache, can you please introduce yourself and the community that you come from?
Hili hili monahu hoiwishnim Cheepache-Nitty. Hello everyone, my name is Cheepache-Nitty. I'm Mono and Chukchansi from Central California. I'm currently the research associate for the Yosemite Ancestral Stewards, and I'm a current student at Northwest Indian College.
Can you tell us why is it important for you to care for Mother Earth?
I think everything goes back to my dad and my tribe and my responsibility to community. I think that's the same for all Indigenous people, regardless of tribe, regardless of where we are. Like, the culture and ways differ from place to place, tribe to tribe, but what it means to be Indigenous is to understand our responsibility as the stewards of our homelands, of this place. So when I was younger, that's all my dad did. You know, his role was to clean up the land, and it hurt him. You know, it hurts when people disturb the place where your family is, where you're from. Like, my family grew up eating rabbit and deer, and now all the deer and rabbit is poison. There's an elder who said that we used to be able to take our canoes from where we are all the way to the coastal mountain ranges, which just shows like how much water that there was, and now we don't have any water really. There's drought, and there's all the water has been diverted for like farming and ranching, and LA takes a lot of water. But that's also our responsibility, like trying to get our water back, because it's not just us, it's not just people, it's not just Native people that rely on the water, it's everyone, it's all our relations. So everything goes back to that responsibility to community, to everyone that we share this space with.
And my final question is, can you tell me about the work that you're doing currently?
Yosemite Ancestral Stewards, also called YAS, is an all-Indigenous trail crew. It's based in Yosemite National Park, and we're all from the traditionally associated tribes. So NWIC, Paiute, Chukchansi, Mono people. So basically, YAS is a trail crew so that Indigenous people can, I guess, return to the land in more like quote unquote like official ways. Because of course, like, we've always been there. You know, you have Wahoga Village being rebuilt right now. People do ceremony in the park, but having Indigenous people in the national park service is really important because things are done in a different way. You know, when we're out there, we're doing meadow restoration work, we're doing trail work, we're doing bear conservation, you know, making sure that there aren't like apples and fruits close to the trail so the bears don't go close to the trail, so the people don't disturb the bears. Also, when we're out there, you know, we might find points or other cultural items, so making sure that we protect those items is really important too. Everything is based in like culturally informed land stewardship. So we're out there and we're doing meadow restoration by removing conifers, because Yosemite has lost I believe, 90% of meadows because of conifer encroachment. So that's ponderosa pine and often incense cedar. So we're able to take care of the land by creating burn piles and by removing the conifers. And then often we can remove the conifers, like remove cedar, but then the cedar doesn't go into the burn pile. We are able to give the cedar back to the community. So looking at things in a circular way, and through a cultural lens versus just throwing everything into the burn pile. You know, a lot of these plants are medicinal plants, and it's important to use them, even if they're unwanted or invasive plants that need to come out. Oftentimes they do still have a use. People have also been chainsaw certified. People have gotten their wilderness first aid certification. We're doing seed harvesting, cultural site monitoring, culturally sensitive archaeology, which is super important. I was lucky enough to attend a wildland firefighter training, so hopefully I'll get my red card soon. And I also had the opportunity to do some TEK where I helped build a mono acorn granary, which is very special. Yeah, I've also had the opportunity to do some NAGPRA work with the Central California Yoka NAGPRA Coalition. They allowed me to be a guest there. So Yaz is really important, you know, just trying to get Native people into these positions of power that we've been often excluded from. I want to say thank you to Irene Vasquez, who helped create this program, and Nellie Tucker, the Great Basin Institute, and Ancestral Lands. Also to my dad and my family, all my relations. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
For more on the rights of Indigenous peoples, visit cs.org and follow Cultural Survival on Facebook and X.